Journalists call top Russian officials children and suggest they go to war.
Here's a summary of the article.
Some Russian investigative journalists decided to form a golden company of soldiers, consisting of the children of top officials, and called them, proposing that they go off to fight in the war. Details: the journalists started calling and texting the family members of top Russian officials. The son of Vladimir Kolokoltsev, Minister of Internal Affairs, stated that he would be ready to go to fight in Ukraine if he received a conscription notice. As a patriot and a citizen of my country, I will always defend it. If I am called up and mobilized, I will act responsibly and go to the front. I'm not ruling it out, because my family has the right attitude. The son of Ruslan Salikov, Deputy Minister of Defense, claimed that he would go to war if he was called up. There is conscription, there are duties, they have to be performed. Why haven't I volunteered? I have nothing to do with the military. There are people who are liable for military service, military professionals. I'm not a military professional. The son of Irek Boguslavsky, member of the State Duma, promised to go to war if he received a conscription notice. What am I supposed to do? Sit in a basement until they find me and open a criminal case against me? If there is general mobilization in this country and martial law, that will be the last straw. I think everyone will do something to defend their land, their territories. The son of Vyacheslav Nikonov, member of the State Duma, said he was uncomfortable answering the question and was glad that mobilization had ended. I'm glad it is over because I came under its mandate. If there is general mobilization, I will go to war. For my country. I understand with whom. What is this question for? I don't feel comfortable answering. The son of Andrei Belousov, first Deputy Prime Minister of Russia, also claims he is ready to fight. There are laws, they need to be abided by. Simple as that. What difference does it make what we're fighting for? What does the idea have to do with it? If the state thinks we need to, then we need to. I am an ordinary citizen of the Russian Federation liable for military service. I have not received a command to think about it. Why should I think about it? Everyone in their right mind understands what's going on. Read the state media and communications from the state leadership.
This post received a score of 8,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
War is good business. Invest your son, Allen Ginsberg.
Fortunate son plays in background.
I was thinking BYOB, but that works too. War Pigs is always a good one.
FNM version was the best one, I reckon.
Nothing tops Ozzy's vocals in War Pigs.
Hate to quibble, but Cake did a friggin' great job of that tune, also. Highly recommended.
Oh, no disagreements. I just recently listened to a bunch of Sabbath covers. I'm just a sucker for Ozzy's vocals.
The poor die pointless deaths, while the rich get to live with the shame of the country being defeated in a pointless war they started.
Rich who moved to another countries.
And I don't expect much shame as well.
If there is, it'll be fake.
Greater than he would be ready to go to fight in Ukraine if he received a conscription notice and #X200B, okay. Greater than I'm not a military professional. They all have bone spurs.
I'm not a military professional. Neither are the people being carted to the front with 2 weeks of training.
Not even. I heard an interview from one conscript who estimates that he had 10 hours training all up before being put into the line.
Yeah. From media reports it seems that newly mobilized Russians this fall are lucky if they get 2 days of training before they're shipped out to the front. Part of the problem is that the trainers were some of the most experienced Russian troops, so they were sent into Ukraine in the first wave back in February. Remember, the war was supposed to be over before the spring conscription class arrived in May. Russia's never restaffed those training commands, and they were never designed to handle this tidal wave of conscripts anyway. So a lot of new conscripts just sit around in empty barracks until the train arrives to take them to the front.
Untrained and unequipped. The video of that Russian soldier walking around in socks outside his tent because his fellow countrymen stole everything from him as soon as he got to the front should be played on repeat on every website serving a Russian IP address. Russia doesn't even have enough uniforms for their personnel. I give it 2 months before they go full Mad Max and start wearing tires for armor.
Can you post a link if you still have it? My Google Foo is not cutting through the noise of the war to find it.
TLDR, I will pay glorious lip service, while father pays glorious RUEBLES to keep my glorious ass safe.
What difference does it make what we're fighting for? What does the idea have to do with it? If the state thinks we need to, then we need to. Big brain right here.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.